Back in the golden day of gaming, when games were made to be fun and not to squeeze as much money out of the players as possible, there was a feature in the Xbox 360 through Xbox Live. That feature was Xbox Live Indie Games. A part of the games store which did what it said in the tin, listed a bunch of indie games developed by and released by other players of Xbox. It was awesome, and there were some absolute bangers. That has since shut down, but anything you purchased back in the day can still be downloaded, which is exactly what I did. I went through my old downloads list from back in 2011-2012 to replay a few games that I spent tons of hours on. Two of these games were called Attack of the Zombie Horde, obviously 1 and 2. These games, at their core, were just a top-down zombie shooter, but they were way more than that. Mainly the second game. The second game really jumped miles ahead of the first. Still played the hell out of the first, but the second is the main reason why I wanted to go back and re-download them. The first game was great, but I'm not going to spend much time on it, since the second has what the first had, and then some. Basically, there was a campaign mode and a survival mode. Play the campaign mode to kill hordes of zombies, and at the end of each zone, or level, whatever, you were given a chance to use the money that you picked up from killing the bosses and zombies to buy weapons, increasing in damage, and that's pretty much it. Then in survival, you could use the weapons you bought in campaign to survive as long as you can. Who knew that's what survival meant? There were some good weapons, cool perks and drops and whatnot, like grenades, auto turrets, nukes. There were also health drops to increase your max health, like you were Leon, just downing as many yellow herb protein shakes as you could. And that's pretty much all I'm going to say for the first game, because again, it's incorporated into the second, with extra stuff. Now, on to the best of the two. Roughly 2 years and a month after the release of the first, on the 19th of January 2014, Attack of the Zombie Horde 2 was released on the Xbox Indie Store. I bought the out of it. It released with the noticeable improvement in graphics, and the UI was changed to make way for the new features of the game. And the second entry to this indie series, there were quite a few changes to the gameplay and how equipment worked. In the first game, you had a max of 4 items you could hold at any one time and use by the D-pad. So, say a mine, grenade, turret, and a nuke. In this game, you have one equipment slot in your loadout, where you can choose which you want to keep on your character. When used, the equipment would recharge Black Ops 4 style. No, actually, this game came out almost 4 years before Black Ops 4, so maybe they took it from this game. Even though the game lacked equipment drops like the first, the devs did add in power-ups to aid in your quest for, I don't really know what the point is. Maybe I should play the campaign again. Oh, no, actually, no, I can't, because there is no campaign in this game. But anyway, yeah, the game now has perk drops that give your character different bonuses, like no reload, triple shot, just shoots 3 shots per, shot. Ice ammo can freeze zombies, fire ammo can burn the zombies, and a death vial that brings your health down to 1 HP. Wait a minute, that doesn't sound right. No, yeah, that's what it does. And there's not even a red tearstone ring to abuse with it. So, in the original game, during the campaign, you could buy weapons after each zone, or level, whatever, and you would keep all of those purchased weapons on during that run. In the second game, however, before starting a run, you'll have a loadout to create, consisting of a primary and secondary weapon, equipment, and then an assortment of perks. The primary weapon can literally be any weapon in the game you can buy, and the secondary is restricted to sidearms only, obviously. Like handguns, SMGs, and grenade launcher, for some reason. The equipment you can select includes some fun things from the first game, like grenades, mines, a medkit which slaps because endgame enemies hit hard, and a nuclear bomb, which is pretty sick, so you can now cosplay as the US in 1945. Now they're spoken of, the thickness of the loadout lies with the perks. At this point, I'm not 100% sure how many perks you can equip at once. You can buy more slots, but it's expensive. Currently, I have 5, and the next slot costs 500 grand. The first one costs 100 grand, so you can see where that's going. The perks you can select depend on what you've unlocked by killing bosses. I haven't unlocked anywhere near all of the perks on this save. Rip the old save from my OG Xbox 360. The perks change the game in many ways, like increasing the amount of cash zombies drop, lengthening the time that drops last, like how long the effects are active on your character, making drops stay there for longer before despawning if you don't pick them up, and improving your health regen like Wolverine, but nowhere near as good. So, as I've mentioned 20 times already, in the first game you play through the campaign zones and levels, whatever. Earn money, buy weapons, and keep going. In this game, there is no campaign. In the second one, there is just the grind. The game has 3 stages to play on: Recruit, Veteran, and Elite. Obviously you start in Recruit, and each stage improves how much money drops, but also increases how many zombies and bosses spawn, as well as how much damage they do to you. It's at this point that it becomes obvious why I would call this the original DMZ zombies. Midway through the runs you can opt to call for an evac helicopter, which is awesome. You can bounce and keep all the money you've grabbed up to that point, but if you die twice, you have 2 lives, before evacuating, you'll lose all the money you've grabbed. So there is a risk. Kind of all or nothing. Actually, not kind of, it is exactly all or nothing. If you don't evac and you die twice, you lose everything. Start again. It's that simple. One thing I will say about the shop is that everything's so goddamn expensive. Each run, I could get $100,000 consistently in the veteran one, the last stage. But the stage I'm at right now, all cost about $500,000 each. The perks are a few hundred grand, some $1 million, and the perk slots are $500,000, and then that'll increase to the next one. Adding this in post, so like right now, I've been playing the game, gonna add this little note in. I've just won the veteran stage. I only ended up with $167,000, or around about that number, which is not a lot. So with that number, I need to make it all the way through a very tough stage and do about half a dozen of those runs to get one unlock, to buy one weapon, which is a little bit nuts. Doesn't sound too bad, but if each run takes about 5 minutes or more and has parts that get insanely tight with how many zombies are on screen and bosses and whatnot, those 5 minutes feel like 20. And then if you're right at the end of your run and think you're home free with 100 grand and you get smacked twice, and remember, this is a game out in 2014, an indie game, so it's not exactly perfected with the hitboxes and whatnot. It's like actually World at War zombies, in fact, with the hitboxes. So yeah, if you get smacked twice by a fucking bird called D and you've lost it all, that's it. That's the run over. One thing I do want to mention about this game is difficulty. There are some enemies that do severe damage late game, and some of those enemies walk faster than you do, so to get away from them, you have to run. However, you have limited stamina, so as soon as you get a few feet away from the bastards, your stamina's out, and then they 2-hit you into the fucking ground. It gets me a little bit tilted, in case you can't tell. There are some stages like the spider stage, where some little spiders come out of some nests, and the little ones run faster. They can be one shot really, but if you're reloading your gun and you run out of stamina and there's 2 spiders in the veteran stage on your ass, you're dead. It's over. Like, because then you'll get hit by them, you might reload quick enough to kill them, but then another one will come by and it'll kill you, and that's it. It's kind of annoying. It's really annoying. With games where the enemies can move faster than you can, is almost unfair, but I'm not a pussy, so I beat the veteran stage because I'm a gamer. No, kidding. But yeah, that's all really. Some enemies outpace you. You can't run indefinitely. You have stamina limitations. So I've just had some bullshit ass deaths that pissed me off, which is why I wrote this bit in. In general, these games were, or are, amazing, and I just had a lot of good times on them. 10 years ago. Fuck. But hey, life goes on. I'm aware of that, so I just re-downloaded them to play again. If you're not one of the unlucky Xbox players back in the day that didn't buy the games, you can just go download them. If, however, you are one of the unlucky ones that didn't go buy the games, you can now never buy the game. Ever. At all. Unless you have a time machine, which I'm guessing you don't, because you're watching this video. Unlucky for you. I will say though, you could buy an account with the games on said account. So if you're interested in playing these games and then some, I'll sell you my account for 5 subscribers. No, I'm kidding. I'm not selling shit. But yeah, that pretty much sums up this game. These games. Loved them. So many good indie games back in the 360 days. So many great games in general in the 360 days. The 360 was just the pinnacle of console gameplay up until this point, and there's been nothing to surpass it really. Like, yeah, games these days have better graphics, more money goes into them, but you know what? They're also gigantic in size. I remember when you'd get an update for a game, and a regular update or a quote-unquote large update would be 4 megabytes. Now it could be 20, 30 gigs. I remember back in those days, I'd jump into the game shop in town, pick up a couple of games, come back home, throw them into the Xbox 360 and start playing them straight away. Nowadays you do that, you have to download the updates. That could again be up to 50, 60 gigs. Yes. Gigs, depending on whatever game it is. So that's really, really cool. I missed the indie Xbox days. And that also goes with the Xbox Live Arcade games, because Trials Evolution, top tier game, 10 out of 10. Wish I could get a DLC for that game, because I never bought it back in the day, which is so goddamn sad. And this is a long shot. If you're out there and you have an account on Xbox with the Trials Evolution DLC, both DLCs, or however many DLCs there are, I will buy that account off you. I will buy that account for a maximum of what it cost back in the day. So let's say like 25 quid. So like about 40, 50 bucks. I'll buy that account off you. But anyway, sidetracked. This was just a video on those old Xbox indie games. Great days, great games. And thanks for watching. Hopefully this, I don't know, brought you some nostalgia, I guess. And maybe this is, you know, influenced you to pull out your old 360 and re-download the games again and play them as well for yourself. Because that's what I did. And they're really fun games. Thanks for watching this video. Subscribe if you want to see more random stuff like this. And I hope you're having a... That's my dog. Hi, dog. He's making noises in the background. Hope you're having a good day or night. Goodbye.